kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. It's Waddle. Gets it out quickly. That's a fumble on the play. Defense has it. They're on the move.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Great place to start for this offense. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon.
He's looking to pass. They've got the screen set up. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! First points of the day are on the board. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field, it does something with it. This offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And the Trojans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They're going to run it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass.
Back to pass, it's Waddle. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. There he goes. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Fakes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the run. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, USC. Looking for the tie with the extra point. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Throwing right. Got him downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That's a really nice throw. And you think about being the starting quarterback at the Ohio State University with all the great players they've had here recently, what this offense expects from you. This is explosive passing attack. You've seen that now in recent years. They push the ball vertically down the field. This guy has the skill set. That's why he's out there on the field right now. He allows this offense to really go. He's playing at a high level.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. To pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned away.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs have got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Waddle. He got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Might be changing the route. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got an open man. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He wants to go deep. And he makes the catch inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up. Scanning the field, it's Waddle. Wide out trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. second down. Looking to scramble. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back gets the give. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? You got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Got the first down and still on his feet.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it all in that last play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Third and long, try to convert through the air. Snags it over the middle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stopped him behind the line.
Right off defense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Buys a little extra time. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
We saw the tight end on a big play there in that last third down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Want to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. To the air. It's Waddle. Oh, they're after him. That's caught. It's Chubb. Got room at the 35. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Got a man, it's Chubb. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw again. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete to the left. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. And the Trojans have it with a first and 10. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Gets it out to the 33 before he goes out of bounds. drive with the pass. Oh, he wants it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Makes the grab on the left. Inside the 35. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before he'll take a shot. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
When you make big plays for your quarterback in the game, you catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He moved the throw it away as long as it got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the right. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. To the ground with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. To the ground. He's got it again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
That's
why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Dropping back, it's Waddle. Safe completion on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, still looking. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to keep it in the air. He fires to the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, field goal.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. That is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback. And the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play. That forced the incompletion.
They'll move the tight end. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the 1st down. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with the 1st down.
And the offense with a nice run breaks.
Turning it on. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough space. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And that one will give them the lead.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Pittsburgh looked like a bunch of world beaters today in a stern-to-stem beatdown. I think a lot of people forget this program won 5 national titles last century. A rich tradition and a sparkling performance today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's Waddle. get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to whip that football in and make the catch.
To the air on second down. It's complete to the left. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Catch in stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Trojans. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. They're working that left side. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Here's the pressure. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's right downfield. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So first down will open up the final period. Gets the back moving. From the red zone, looking for a man. Gets into the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
They're going back to the ground. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Rushes on him. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And this offense can just about haste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Working that left side now. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't we try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Across the 45. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Trojan. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Zings it complete to the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And off from the shotgun. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Gets it past the marker. He'll be stopped at the 41, but gave him 10 on that play. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
How about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Nice pick up there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. He's got 99 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. And the Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Hand off from the gun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. The Buckeyes sliced with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll give it to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They'll try to sneak it. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, he leads it with the back.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Defense in press coverage. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, 2nd and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. 3rd and short, I still got 4th down as well. So don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action, because defense a lot of times really expects run. And I could take some big shots in man coverage down the field.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
With just 2 seconds left to go. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good! A powerful kick, never a doubt for the game. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team